A man named Azariah Penny traveled from England to the West Indies in 1685. Penny wasn't exactly known for being a nice guy, and many people believe he was banished to the Caribbean at the time. When he returned a few years later to resume his English business, he brought with him an African descent slave who he abused on a daily basis. Penny died and passed the estates on to his children, and, after a time, the slave followed suit. As he lay dying on his deathbed, the slave pleaded with the new head of the Penny household to return his body to the Caribbean for burial. Penny's son regarded this as an expense too far for a slave and instead buried him at Bettiscombe churchyard. Within days of the slave's body being buried at the wrong graveyard, strange happenings started to occur within the Penny household. At night the house would be filled by terrifying moans and screams along with severe poltergeist activity. Within weeks the slave's body was disinterred and brought into the Penny's house. As soon as the body was set comfortably inside the home, the screaming and the paranormal activity stopped. As the years went by, the slave's body decomposed within the house storage, the body bones became lost until only the skull remained. Decades later, one of the house owners decided that he had heard enough of this stupid paranormal legend and threw the skull into the pond outside. Within hours the house was full of demonic screams and furniture smashed against the bedroom walls. The owner quickly realized his mistake and threw himself into the pond looking for the discarded skull. He managed to find it and quickly returned it to its rightful place inside the home. Once again the paranormal activity stopped. Another, later owner, decided to try his luck at ridding the home of this grotesque object. He dug a deep hole in the back garden of the property and buried the skull at the bottom. He spent the next few hours filling the hole back up. He managed to get through the night without any sort of paranormal response. Surely the curse of the skull had finally been lifted? When he ventured into the garden the next morning, he was horrified to discover the skull sitting on the ground on top of the now filled-in hole. The skull was taken back inside the home,